Namaste students. Welcome to this second lecture session on the computation of interest on drawings. In the previous session, I have told you that there are three methods that could be adopted in the computation of interest on drawings. So in the previous session, we have discussed the mode on the computation of interest on drawings using direct method. And also, we initiated the product method. So, we have worked on one or two examples on the computation of IOD using product method. So, this 2 minutes recap will assist you to bring back those features to be followed in the computation of IOD under product method. And then we will also discuss on the sums under computation. A few more examples we will relate to the computation of IOD under product method. And before I could onset with this computation method, let me tell you drawings are of two types. Regular, that happens at equal frequency, equal time intervals, and it could be irregular withdrawals where the partners would be withdrawing the money from the business as and when they need. So when it happens to be at regular intervals of time, the drawings by the partners, we can use any of these methods. Could it be a direct method, product method, or even our average period method, that is, we call it as a shortcut method, could be used. But in case of irregular withdrawals, that is when it does not have a proper frequency on the withdrawal, then we cannot use the average period method. We should rely upon either the direct method or the product method. So keeping in mind this point under consideration, we will proceed to recap on the computation of IOD under product method. Under this method, we follow two-step procedure. The first step insists on the computation of the product. So therefore, the product would be given by the amount of each withdrawal into outstanding period. Normally, the outstanding period is denoted in terms of months. So that would be the period from the date of withdrawal till the year end, whichever financial year we are computing. Once we ascertain this product, the next step is the sum of these products would give us the total product. So it is important that we have to find the total product. And when you ascertain the total product, interest on drawings is computed using a simple formula. Interest on drawings is equal to total product into rate into 1 by 12. 1 by 12 is a constant retained in the formula, which denotes the average of a monthly drawing interest of the partner. Let us see some more examples in continuity of our product method sums. So step 1 tells you the amount, that is the product is equal to the amount of each withdrawal into the outstanding months, and total interest on drawings is equal to total product into rate into 1 by 12. Let us proceed further. Here is one question on your slide. Go through the question quickly. Here there are two partners, Ramesh and Rakesh, who are sharing their benefits in the ratio 3:2. And the withdrawals of one of the partners, Mr. Ramesh, is given as under. Now, could you see that the dates of the withdrawals do not follow any frequency? 1st of May, Ramesh has withdrawn rupees 3,000, and after that 31st of July he withdraws, and 30th of September and 1st of January, which has no frequent intervals. That is, it is like haphazard. Naturally, we call this trend to be irregular drawings, and you are asked to compute IOD under product method only keeping the interest rate as 10% per annum. So to work on this particular sum, you require a table. So the table comprises of 4 columns: students, date of withdrawal, amount of drawings as is mentioned in the question. The first 2 columns, if you could remember the titles on the table, the data is provided to you in the question itself. Outstanding period is the range, the number of months from the date of withdrawal till 31st March of whichever year you are talking about. In this sum, 2020 happens to be the completion of the year. We are taking 2019 and 20 as our financial year. Well, product is equal to the amount of withdrawal into the outstanding period. That is column number 2 into 3. Let us quickly analyze the solution part. I have copied the dates of withdrawal given in the question and the amount carefully into my table. So the first and second column are as per the question. The third column I should ascertain. And how do I find out? 31st March 2020. If you want in pencil, you can write on the top as the year end as 31st March 2020. Start counting the period from the date of withdrawal till this date, 31st March 2020. Let us begin our exercise. 1/5/2019 happens to be the first withdrawal date. So when I say 1/5, it indicates the month of May. Inclusive of May, when the starting date of a month is given, that particular month also should be taken into count. So you start counting from the month of May onwards. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb and March. So leaving April behind, we have 11 months. So the outstanding period indicates 11 months. Similarly, go to the next date. 31st of July. Do not include July because July is over. When I say the last date of July, that one day does not account for a month. So July should not be taken for computation. Begin the count from August. August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb and March. It's a period of 8 months. Now 30-11. 11th month should not be counted. Start your count from 12th month onwards. 12, 1, 2 and 3. You are always keeping the deadline as 31st March. So it's a period of 4 months. And the last one date given is 1st of January. So that includes Jan, Feb and March, which is a period of 3 months. Now your third column numbers, outstanding period in terms of months is ready. The fourth column product is the multiplicand of second and third column. So 3000 into 11 is 33,000. 2500 into 8 gives you 20,000. Use a calculator, students, for drawing up this product. 4,000 into 4, 16,000 and 1,000 into 3, 3,000. So your product column is also now ready. Now add this last column. 33,000 plus 20,000 plus 16,000 plus 3,000 will give you 72,000. You can pause the video here, use the calculator, work on the sums. Now the next step for us would be interest on drawings calculation. Recollect the formula. Total product into rate into 1/12. So total product for us now is 72,000 into 10 by 100 into 1/12. So that gives you 600 rupees is the interest on drawings on Ramesh withdrawal. Hope it is very clear on your understanding. Let me proceed to another question of a similar type. I am just exercising you to adapt yourself to the working methodology. This has no big variation. Only the dates and the computation of the outstanding period must sit in your mind properly. How it needs to be calculated when the last day of the month is given or the first day of the month is given. So Pawan has withdrawn the following monies, and as you look into the dates, it is easily understood. An irregular withdrawal happens here. 30th June, 1st of November, 31st December and 1st of February. And so here the amounts are also given. 12% is the rate of interest per annum that should be taken for our computation. and we need to calculate the interest on drawings under product method for the counting period 31st March 2020, which means again we are on the financial year 2019 and 20. Our financial year is from 1st of April 2019 and ends by 31st March 2020. So a table computation is a requirement. As you all know, you have 4 columns: date of withdrawal, amount of drawings, outstanding period in terms of months, and product. Now, to take down from the question, the first and second columns, you just have to copy the given question accordingly, correctly into your table. Calculate the outstanding period. Keep the final edge as 31st March 2020. So in the first case, 30th June 2019 till 31st March 2020. Do not include the month of June. Start from July, count up to March. That is 9 months period. 1st of November. November also has to be taken because it says 1st of November. November, December, Jan, Feb and March. So 5 months. 31st December, exclude December. Take away December. Jan, Feb and March is only 3 months. And finally 1st of February will have both February and March into the list. So therefore 2 months. The product is again a multiplication of second and third columns. Add the products and the sum that you get would be 64,000. Now the last step for our computation. Interest on drawings is equal to total product into rate into 1 by 12. Total product being 64,000 into 12 by 100 into 1 by 12. It would give you 640 rupees. Well, we will move into our next example. Halamma and Basamma are partners, sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. Basamma withdrew regularly rupees 800 at the middle of every month. For the year ending 31st March 2014, calculate interest on drawings of Basamma at 12% per annum under product method. Long time, isn't it, students, that we have heard such names over here. So this is like that old Kannada names being recollected. Anyway, let us see into this question. Now, you have to understand that it is a kind of regular withdrawal because it says Basamma withdrew regularly 800 rupees at the middle of every month. Now, this is again a variant, a different kind of a question. So far in many examples that we have spoken, only either it has been the beginning of the month or the end of the month. Here, for a change, we are taking the date of withdrawal as the middle of every month. So assuming that every month has 15 days. Now when I say this, immediately the questions arise. Ma'am, some months have 31 days and February might have 28 or 29 days. That is why I have used the word assuming. So in general, we are expected to take 30 days randomly as the number of days in every month. So naturally, half of the month would be a period of 15 days. So we will take the date of the withdrawal as 15th of every month. Understand, irrespective on the number of days that happens in a month, we would consider 15th as the date of withdrawal. Let it be either December or February, whichever month you are talking about, 31 days, 30 days or 28 days or 29 days. And the period that is still in coverage will be taken as half a month. I will just show you with the computation. See, the table is no different. We have again 4 columns which is similar to that of our previous examples. Date of drawings, amount of drawings, number of months and product. We are going to retain the table as it is in our solution part. Now, what does the question specify to us? That Basamma is going to withdraw 800 rupees in the middle of every month. What is the financial year period we are talking under this question? 1st April 2013 till 31st March 2014. So our financial period begins on April, that is 1st of April. When I say that the withdrawal is going to happen in the middle of every month, so the first withdrawal is going to be on 15th of April. So you proceed with ascending 1 month each, increase the levels by a month each. So the first withdrawal is 15th of April. The next would be May, June, likewise up to 15th of March 2014. That would be the date of withdrawals. Take time to understand, students. It is going to be middle of every month. Always April to March will be our period. So we begin in the month of April. Until March we will proceed. But the date of withdrawal in every period, in every month is going to be 15th. Well, 800 rupees happens to be the amount of drawings every time. Now let us see the computation on the outstanding months. As I told you, when you start on 15th of a month, you would have finished with half a month. I am not going to take into account the number of days. In any aspect, the number of days is not our issue. We take 1 month as one full number and till 15th will be considered as half a month. So, when the partner has withdrawn for the first time on 15th of April, half a month period that Basama has not withdrawn anything. The rest half a month will be outstanding. So, in the month of April, half the month will be the outstanding period. And then from as you finish April, May, June, July, August, September onwards until March would be a period of 11. So 11.5 months is your outstanding period. Hope you understood this narration. Go for the next one, 15th of May. So from 15th of May, in May half the month is still pending. So we take it as 0.5, that is half a month. May will contribute for half a month. Then from June onwards account as usual begins. June, July, August, September likewise. So you have 10 months till 31st March. So 10 plus half a month will lead to 10.5 months. So therefore it goes by a descending of 1 month each. Now after finding out the third column 11.5 and 10.5, you can as well keep the fractions as it is, but since we are using a calculator for computation, it would be preferable to express it in the form of decimals. So 11 1 by 2 could be easily written as 11.5. 11 months, half a month, so 11.5 months. That is how we compute. Now the last column would be a multiplication of 2 and 3 columns, 800 into 11.5. Easily use your calculators, you get the answer directly. Fill the last column every time by multiplying the second column amount by the third column number. As you finish the fourth column drawing up the product, add the products. All the products need to be summed up, added. And the total product will show you 57,600. Apply the formula. Interest on drawings is equal to total product into rate into 1 by 12. 57,600. The rate happens to be 12%. So 12 by 100 into 1 by 12. So our interest on drawings would stand at 576. Students, this is an exclusive example where a partner withdraws half of the month. That is every 15th, midway of a month, that the partner is going to withdraw the monies. So whenever it is given like middle of the month, we will compute the period this way as 11.5, 10.5 and so on. Hope it is a clear understanding for all of you. Now, the next concept under our study for today's session, how do you calculate interest on drawings under average period method? Average period method is also known as shortcut method. There is another name given to this average period method. It is also known as shortcut method. So here, this method should be used only for regular drawings. What do you mean by regular drawings? The drawings which follow the frequency of intervals of time. Should it be monthly or every time 2 months once, or could it be quarterly, half yearly, but there should be a regular interval in between two withdrawals. It should follow the frequency. Then only we call it as regular withdrawings. This method, because it's a shortcut method, we cannot use this method under irregular withdrawal. Well, so here we proceed with how that we compute it. We generally compute the interest on drawings under average period method in 3 steps. There are 3 steps that needs to be followed. The first step is you may have to calculate the average period. Children, let me emphasize there is no table that is required here. Please do not formulate any table for the computation under average period method. No table is required also. You may have to just adopt 3 steps, 3 easy steps in the computation of interest on drawings under shortcut method. Under first method, what do? We compute the average period. Average period is given by the longest period outstanding plus shortest period outstanding by 2. It is an average of longest period outstanding and the shortest period outstanding. What is this longest and shortest period actually means to us is how fast or how early the partner has withdrawn the money, how late he has withdrawn the money. And in between these periods, we are going to take an average out of it. So once you finish computing the average period, also calculate the total drawings. Total drawings will be like what is the amount of drawings given into the frequency. If they give you monthly, they multiply by 12. If they give you half yearly, multiply twice. 2 times in the year it has been withdrawn. Likewise, total withdrawal has to be found out. Then adopt the formula. Interest on drawings is equal to, last time in product method we said total product. Here we have to use total drawings. Total drawings into, see the formula has a sort of similarity. What if we use the formula for the product method? Could you recap? Total product into rate into 1 by 12. Here also it is total, instead of product it should be drawings. Total drawings into rate into 1 by 12. But apart from that, into average period also should be there. You should add back this average period. So naturally your formula stands like this. IOD is equal to total drawings into average period into rate into 1 by 12. Instead of writing 1 by 12, you can also express it as average period by 12 also. It is the same. Into 1, like when you multiply any number by 1, it is the same number. You know that pretty well. So instead of writing a long formula, you can shorten it by saying it as average period by 12. Now let us see one example to understand this method in a thorough manner. There are 2 partners, Ravi Shankar and Uday Shankar, and they are equal partners. Ravi Shankar withdraws regularly 2000 rupees at the end of every month. Even this beginning, end, middle also plays a very vital role here too in the computation under this method. So be aware of which date exactly that the withdrawal happens. So Ravi Shankar is withdrawing rupees 2000 at the end of every month. And students, here for the year ending, half a year ending. See, all this while we have been seeing ample examples where the interest is being calculated for the entire year. That is for a period of 12 months. But practically speaking, there can be a computation twice a year also. So to bring that practicality, I have put this here as the computation for only half a year. Half a year naturally comprises of 6 months in the year. So therefore, you understand that the firm is collecting interest from the partners 2 times in a year. Right? So therefore, you need to compute this interest on drawings every 6 months. That is what is the understanding when they give you as half a year ending. Now, our financial year begins in the month of April and ends by 31st March, right? So where does this half a year lie for us? 6 months after. That is April, May, June, July, August, September. So 30th September, our half a year is over. If we begin on 1st of April, 30th September is going to be our period for half a year. I hope you follow this narration carefully. And calculate interest on drawings of Ravi Shankar at 10% per annum under average period method. We are using this shortcut method. Well, the first step for us is in the computation of average period. Recollect the formula. Average period is equal to longest outstanding period plus shortest outstanding period by 2. Longest outstanding period will be from the date of start of the withdrawal. Just here you assume that 1st of April is going to be our start of the year. We are talking about 2013 only because we have only 6 months here. 1st of April 2013 till 30th September 2013. So 1st of April 2013. So here every end of the month that this man Ravi Shankar is going to withdraw. When is his first withdrawal? You begin on 1st of April, but end of every month. When does April end? 30th. So 30th April happens to be the first date of withdrawal. When is his last date of withdrawal? It should be on 30th of September. See, every month is withdrawing and every month end he is withdrawing. So first time when is he withdrawing? 30th April, then 31st May, then 30th June, 31st July, 30th August, then 30th September. So there the 31 or 30 does not count. That one day is a lean period, like it doesn't count for us. 30 or 31 makes no difference in our computation. So what is the first date of withdrawal? 30th April. What is the last date of withdrawal? 30th September. Now, how do you compute this longest period outstanding? From 30th April 2013 till 30th September 2013 would make a period of 5 months. Because here 30th April means April you should be excluding. May, June, July, August, September. So 5 months. 5 months is the longest period outstanding. Shortest period outstanding, when is the last withdrawal by him? 30th September. So 30th September till 30th September is no period, 0. The shortest period would be from 30th September 2013 till 30th September 2013, which is going to be a 0 period. Now 5 plus 0 by 2 will give you an average period of 2.5 months. Could it be expressed as 2.5 months also? I hope you understood this first step. Take time, think over it. Then step number 2. You are going to calculate the total drawings. How much did the partner withdraw every month? 2000. How many months had he withdrawn? Now don't tell me 5. He has withdrawn for all the 6 months. How? When was his first withdrawal? 30th April. Then May, June, July, August, September. Also this month of September he has withdrawn. So therefore, his total withdrawings is going to be 2000 into 6. Do not make a mistake of taking here the number as 5. All the 6 months he has withdrawn. So naturally his total withdrawings is 2000 into 6. That would be 12,000. The last step, when you are computing interest on drawings, you have every other detail. Your average period is 2.5 months or 2.5 months. And total withdrawal is 12,000. And the rate as per the question is given as 10%. So make it as an equation. Total drawings 12,000 into 2.5. You can take it as 2.5 if you are doing on a calculator. Or if you are using that, cutting off the numerator and denominator like how you do in schools, you can keep the fraction as 5 by 2. And then 1 by 12 is as per our question and 10 by 100 is the rate of interest. So once you work it on, you get 250 rupees. So you don't have to make any table on this. Even this longest shortest period, what I have done as a working notes on my right side is an optional one. If you can think over and draw up the longest and shortest period, that would only be sufficient for working on this particular question. Well, I'm going to take another simple question of the same kind and help you out. Savitri and Bharati are partners who are sharing profits and losses equally. Savitri withdrew rupees 1500 at the beginning of each month. Last time we have taken at the end of each month. So this time I'm going to emphasize on how it would be when the withdrawal happens at the beginning of every month. And Bharati withdrew 2000 at the end of each month. Just to show you a comparison when the withdrawal happens at the beginning, when the withdrawal happens at the end. Calculate interest on partners' drawings at 12% per annum under average period method. Steps are similar. The amount varies. Savitri is withdrawing only 1500 whereas Bharati is withdrawing 2000. What is another change we need to adopt? Savitri is withdrawing at the beginning of every month. Bharati is going to withdraw at the end of every month. And you are going to take the period as per annum. Students, last problem I have taken half a year ending till 30th September. Again I have come back to the yearly basis. It is going to be a period of 1 year as per this question. What do you really ascertain here? Reading the question thoroughly is very important. Half a year is given or the full year. And whether it is given for say per annum or half the year computation. Beginning of the year, mid of the year or end of the year. Monthly, quarterly, which is given as per the question. All these components of the question matters for our computation. Let's move into the solution. I hope you recollect the 3 steps. The first step would be the computation of average period. Partner wise we will do. As the computation goes, we will do separate computation for Savitri and separate computation for Bharati. Let us at the outset begin with Savitri's computation of interest on drawings. And Savitri is going to withdraw 1500 at the beginning of every month. So our financial year is going to start on 1st of April 2013. And so her withdrawal starts on 1st of April. Since it is given beginning, so she begins to withdraw from 1st of April. I have put on my right hand side as working notes. You could observe there on the slide. The longest, I have mentioned it as 1st April 2013 till 31st March 2014. Now in the descending way, 1st April, 1st May, 1st June. When is our last withdrawal going to happen? 1st of March. So 1st of March 2014 till 31st March 2014 is going to be a period of 1 month. So the longest is 12 months and the shortest is going to be 1 month. If you could ascertain the average on this, it would give you 13 by 2. You can retain as it is or 6.5 months. Now to proceed, what is our total drawings? 1500 she has been withdrawing. So into 12. Into 12. Because it is every month is being withdrawn and for all the 12 months that the partner is going to withdraw. So the total drawings would show up as rupees 18,000. Now what is the formula to be adopted? Total drawings into average period into rate into 1 by 12. If you work on this formula, the answer would be 1170. I have not moved away from the previous example. Only thing this example is taken up to show a variation. Now Savitri has withdrawn at the beginning of every month. So the longest period would be 12 and the shortest period would be 1. Let us see Bharati's withdrawals here. Bharati is going to withdraw at the end of every month. So our year stands as it is. 1st of April 2013 till 31st March 2014. So here, when is the first withdrawal, students? April it begins, but does she withdraw on 1st of April? Not exactly. She is going to withdraw on 30th of April. So here comes 30th April 2013 is her first withdrawal. Of course, the ending period would be the same, 31st March 2014. That would be her longest period. And shortest period, end of every month means 30th April, 30th May, 31st June, like that. If you keep moving on, what would be the last part of our withdrawal, you tell me? 31st March. So 31st March 2014 till 31st March 2014 is a 0 period actually. So when you have to account for the average period, The longest period here would be 11 because April is not taken into account. When you take 30/4/2013, April should be avoided. So we start from the calculation of the month of May, wherein you forgo 1 month there. So it is longest period makes it as 11. Shortest period is 0. So it could be ascertained 11/2 or can it be called as 5.5 months. The total drawings 2000 into 12. Again, I told you several times, the frequency accounts for the computation of the total drawings. Irrespective of beginning or end, if the drawings happen monthly, naturally that the amount should be multiplied by 12 only. Then you calculate the interest using the formula total drawings into rate into average period into 1/12. So thereby you get an answer of 1320. So students, I have made a valid attempt to help you understand the sums on product method as well as on average period method. Listen to the video repeatedly. Pause whenever it is required for your computation. And one last statement I would add upon is these two methods are very, very important for Section C kind of questions wherein 6 marks are awarded for each question. So there would be definitely a question asked upon these computations of interest on drawings, whether it could be either the product method or the average period method. So see to it that you practice these sums in an eloquent manner and ensure that several other examples are to be worked out. You find so many questions in the question bank circulated by PU board. You can take a printout of this question bank and try to work on as many number of examples as possible. Thank you for listening. Have a very pleasant day. See you then. Bye.